Hey guys, welcome to another interview. So excited today. We have Claudia with Hernandez, Texas Insurance Agency. Claudia, how are you doing today?
Getting yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to get started, ask you some questions, and learn a little bit about the world of insurance. All right, so just we'll start off with telling us about your business. What do you guys offer? How long have you been in business? How did you get it started? How many employees do you have? All that good stuff.
Well, here at Hernandez, Texas Insurance, we offer homeowners insurance, auto insurance, and commercial insurance for businesses. I've been an insurance agent since 2007. And just this year, I opened up my own insurance
Oh,
agency
cool.
instead of working from somebody else. So our doors opened February 1st. I have one employee, Alma Munoz. So we had just started our journey before the whole virus
Everything got crazy.
situation happened. So I just, again, this year opened my own insurance agency, but I've been doing insurance for over 10 years now.
Okay, cool. And what made you want to branch out and start your own agency?
A lot of things.
Okay,
I've always wanted to be my own boss,
sure.
make my own hours. I have 4 kids. Um, there's a lot of schedules going on. And I always figured, if I'm making money for somebody else, why can't I make for myself? Why can I help colleagues, help friends, help family that have businesses, that have their own home, that have their own car, um, you know, with insurance and with everything that I've learned over the years of being in an insurance agency.
Right, right, good. That's good. So I think a lot of people know, about car insurance, home insurance, business insurance. But I was looking into some of the more obscure insurance policies that you guys can write. Can you talk to us about a little bit about some of those ones that maybe people haven't heard of?
Well, with right now, with the whole COVID-19 and everybody working from home, a lot of the things that we're doing now are online, are electronic. So we're used to being able to walk into an insurance agency or walk into a business and do business with them. And now, because we're having to send to and fro myself to clients and clients to myself information,
Mhm.
there's a lot of people going at businesses, like cyber attacks,
Right,
um, and a lot of businesses aren't thinking about it because most of the time they're not having to send any kind of information by Zoom meeting or by email, text messages, things like that.
sure.
With some of the cyber policies that we offer, you get to protect yourself and your businesses from any information going out there and being out in the world, and anybody attacking your servers, or not just your company servers but also your client. Some people don't have a policy at all in place for that, and they
Right.
are vulnerable. We also have certain stipulations for right now that a lot of restaurants are not open. Some of them are starting to open, and they're to go. You have to make sure that your alcohol liability is in good standing. You have it for your business for when your clients are there and having a good time and drinking there, but is it going to cover you when those clients take their drinks to go? When
Right.
your Uber driver, or whoever is delivering your delivery services, is taking it to the client, does that policy that you have, is it protecting you at that time, or is it just protecting you at your establishment? So there's a
Right.
couple of things out there that we don't think about just because we just really didn't have to.
Yeah.
We've never been in this place before, so a lot of things that sometimes we don't think about are starting to come to light. A lot of questions everybody wants to know: does this cover this, does this cover that, now that we're having to modify our whole lifestyle?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think we have actually a couple restaurant owners in the group, so it's super good information for them. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get into some obstacles here. So obviously, you were brand new before we got into this, but you know how the insurance company
Right.
works. Obviously, being in since 2007. So just talk about, and we've touched on it a little bit, but just some of the differences with everybody on lockdown. if there's anything else to cover there, ways that you kind of had to get creative to gain clients in this time or to maintain clients during this time, things of that nature.
Well, before the whole lockdown, myself and my agent Alma, we were going to businesses, getting to know people, marketing, networking, and it's easier when you can put a face to the name and say hello. So now after the lockdown, we had to, like you said, get creative.
Right.
I'm messaging people through Facebook Messenger. I am sending emails. I am seeing if, any of potential clients or businesses are interested in doing Zoom meetings so where we can get to know each other. We were, as we were marketing, we were dropping off little goodie bags, but now everybody's a little weary about accepting things from one another. So, I'd have to, talk to them, say, look, are you comfortable with, doing this? Some businesses are comfortable with me stopping by that are still open, like, the essential businesses like mechanic shops and things like that. They're still okay with me stopping by, saying hello, but I'm a lot, like I said, everything online, Zoom meetings, emails, phone calls, trying to get to know them, seeing if once, everything settles down a little bit and everybody is in good health, we can get to know each other face to face. But that has been the hardest thing for us, trying to get with clients, and especially when you're buying the auto insurance and the home insurance, a lot of people want to come to you and talk to you and show you, and it's a little bit harder when I say, well, take a picture of it and see if you can send it to me, or can you scan it? Do you have a PDF file that I can look for? So that has been our biggest obstacle, not being able to actually visit and see our clients face to face.
Yeah, that's a good point for sure. Okay, well, this next question is kind of a 2-for-1 question here. And since you're so brand new, usually I ask, what advice would you have for somebody who's just starting out? But let's just point it to you. And I think I find that, talking to business owners who've just started, a lot of times, even a couple months in, they say, man, if I could go back and do this different or focus on this when I'm starting the business. So just talk about kind of some of the obstacles in general of starting a business like this. And if you could go back, maybe you've done everything perfect and that's great. But if not, if you could go back and focus on a couple of things in terms of starting that business, what would those things be?
Building my own book of business. Building my own book of business. I never really told anyone, hey, I am planning on leaving. I am planning on branching out on my own, doing my own thing. Would you be interested? And following me. I never did any of that, because of my previous employer. I didn't want to take away from somebody else
Right.
but they've been working so hard to, get their book of business. So I think that maybe I would have not necessarily recruited people to come to me, but just let somebody know, let potential clients know, hey, I won't be here any longer, or kind of pre-market myself, because I didn't do any of that. I waited until I had everything established before I even said, hey, I'm starting a business, or hey, I never did any pre-marketing to myself. Hey, this insurance company is coming up, keep a lookout on that. I never did the banners of coming soon, where I had my establishment. I never said coming soon. I waited till I was ready to open the doors. And I think that hurt me a little bit. I think had I put it out there a little bit sooner, say, hey, coming up, in February, coming up in such and such date, this is what we're doing. So I kind of started from absolutely zero when I opened my doors. And I think that was not smart. That was not smart. So if I could go back, I think I would do some pre-marketing to try and let people know, so that way they could, hopefully keep a lookout and call me once the doors were actually open.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody who started something brand new who said, oh, I did everything perfect when we just started and there's nothing I would go back and change. So you're definitely not alone in that. There's some for sure things that I would change if I could go back and start again. At least just would save me some time and some trouble for sure. All right. Well, last question. let's just talk about, what do you guys do best? What do you bring to the community or to your clients or to your prospective clients that maybe other insurance companies don't? And in what way would you provide them a better service if they chose to go with you?
Well, being that I have been in this business for 10 plus years, I think I'm pretty knowledgeable in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and I've dealt with other colleagues that are not, they're just, that you don't feel like you're talking to a friend. You don't feel like you're talking to somebody that is trying to help you, that is looking out for your best interest. They just tell you, this is what it is, take it or leave it.
Right.
You know, and move on. This is what I'm offering you. Do you want it? You don't? Okay, you don't. I've got another client ready to go. I like to treat everybody like it's my own family. Would I sell this to my dad? Will I sell this to my mom? Will I
Mm-hmm.
sell this to a family member? Could I do this to you? I know some agents are sales driven. Like, I've got to sell, no matter if it's good or not good, no matter if it's going to benefit my client or not. You know, I got my sale, I got my commission, I've got my money. I don't want to be that agent where people say, well, yeah, they sold me a policy on the spot, but it didn't take care of me at the
Right.
time of need. So for me, myself, and my agent Alma, we try to treat you as a family. I don't want you to come back and be upset that I didn't cover all the bases, that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't tell you all these extra things that could happen. Like right now, we never thought we would be stuck in our homes.
Right.
We never thought we wouldn't be able to go to work. I like to point everything out. I like to know everything before I jump into it. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's how I go about it. Well, did you know X, Y, Z? And sometimes, it's not the lowest price. You don't
Right.
always have to go with the lowest price. You got to go with what is going to take care of you the best. Do you want to be taken care of, or do you want just the cheapest thing out there? I can do both, but I like to treat my clients as family. I try to get to know you, especially those clients that have a business, exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it, when they're doing it, so I can better protect them. I know that I've got a couple of people that I asked to mentor me and asked, how can I better help my clients? And some of them say, well, just offer them that. If they want it, they'll take it. And if they don't, and they don't ask any further, they don't try to get to know their clients. And that's what I like to do. And
Yeah.
I think that would set me a little bit apart from some of the agents that is just my policy, and you do you, I do me. I
Yeah.
like to take care of everyone as family. If I talk to you, you're my family, and I just want you to know that I'm gonna take care of you the best way that I can.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, if there's anything I learned from interviewing small local business owners, it's that you guys are crushing customer service, and you guys know that's what it's all about. And I know just personally from buying insurance policies, you get what you pay for. So, I understand that part of it for sure. Well, Claudia, thank you so much for joining me today. Definitely learned a lot. I hope the people in the group learned a lot too. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Hey guys, check out her insurance agency page. That's facebook.com/Hernandez Texas Inns Agency. All right, make sure you check that out. Hey, we're wide open for interviews next week. We've already connected a couple of business owners to clients through these interviews. So make sure that you send me a DM or a comment if you want to get interviewed and get it put on YouTube and the Facebook group and the page. We'll see you guys next time.